My name is Corey Snowden, and I'm playing the role of Eric Kraft.
I am Jennifer Snowden, and I'm playing Abigail Riley.
My name is Ashley Undercuffler, and I am playing Dr. Mary Turner.
My name is Bonnie Lawrence, and I'm playing the role of Rachel.
My name is Max Landworth, and I'm playing Robbie.
Hi, I'm Emily Ann Plezak, and I am playing the role of Amber.
My name is Eugene Coe, and I'm playing Daniel.
My character, Eric, is the main focus of this story, and unfortunately for him, he is very influenced by the outside world. The people that he meets on a very daily basis. He has a very dark past. He has a very, very troubled past with his brother Robbie, who's played by Max Landworth, and our father. A lot of really horrible things have happened to us as we were growing up, with the loss of our mother and the abuse of our father, and Eric is basically becoming his dad. And he's going down a very, very dark path. And there's certain instances in the movie where he has an opportunity to be brought to the light, where he has an opportunity to redeem himself.
Well, I think Robbie's dark past really builds on his insecurities about life. You know, he's unsure about every direction he takes, and as a result of that, he doesn't take any directions. He just kind of sits back and lets life pass him by, which is a huge hindrance because he lives with his brother. He lives with Eric, and so having that kind of waiting presence on Eric, I think, only builds the tension between them, and it's only a matter of time before it erupts.
Rachel is Eric's first love. So at the beginning of the movie, they happen upon each other in a park, and they hit it off right away. She sort of symbolizes a chance for him to really give himself over to someone fully and commit to someone. It's kind of a new chapter in his life, something he's never really done before, and something new and exciting, and yeah.
When Mary first meets Eric, she realizes how deeply lost he is in life and how many inner demons he is dealing with, and she truly tries to help him through that. And for a while, it seems to be going very well. Eric makes progress, and then something happens.
I think Amber becomes a really good outlet for Eric to get a little crazy, get a little wild, and explore himself as a wild animal kind of creature rather than his uptightness that he used to have.
The very beginning of the film, when Eric and Abigail actually meet, is actually just the first encounter. So I think that's really cool with the connection of Linked, like how many people you cross paths with and you don't think a second chance, you just go on about your life. So it wasn't until much later that they meet again, and I feel like there was this instant connection, obviously an attraction, and I feel like Abigail senses pain and she wants to help because she leads with her heart and she's very caring.
In the beginning of the film, I think Eric is struggling with, well, a lot of his personal life, but a lot of creativity is just blocked, and he needs a creative outlet, and that's where my character comes in. We have a chance meeting, and things just kind of go really well from that point on.
So the biggest sort of obstacle in Rachel and Eric's relationship is his relationship with his brother and with his family in general.
In relation to Robbie's abusive father, that kind of linked relationship completely impacts how Robbie lives his life, because Robbie and Eric's father was so abusive, because he mentally just drained both of them. That carried over into their adult lives and into how they carry themselves into the world, and having that looming presence always there really weighs both Robbie and Eric down.
Rachel was blessed with a pretty privileged upbringing, and it kind of blinds her to sort of what he's gone through, and so she doesn't really understand his relationship to his brother. All she sees is Robbie as a crutch, sort of something that's holding Eric back and holding him back from being happy with her. So she wants him to break away from his family almost completely and just commit fully to her, which is ironic because she has commitment issues.
Amber is a bit of a bad girl. She definitely influences Eric in all of the wrong ways. She makes him do things that he's never done. Amber is an addict. Amber is a little out of her mind, and it seems like she takes Eric down the same path that she has been going all of her life.
From a personal standpoint, I think his obstacle is trying to get his work out there and having the ability to call it his own and having that independence from other people when he's making projects. And that doesn't really bode well with the relationship between Eric and Daniel. So situations arise throughout the film, and I feel like a lot of this film is just a secret.
This movie, Linked, compared to previous ones I've worked with the lead writer on, Corey Snowden, and his wife and other people, it's completely different, and this drama is very exciting. The cast that is on board is extremely talented. I've seen many of them perform before. This film's going to be amazing. We're already having so much fun in pre-production and planning together, and we're truly a team.
The message that I'm hoping all of you get when you watch this film is that, again, people that you surround yourself with, they are a huge influencer, whether you see it or not. You're going to spend your time with those people that are either going to lift you up or they're going to drag you down. And you have to learn to become yourself, be who you really want to be, and then make those choices, because every choice that you make in life is going to butterfly effect you down the road.
Linked as a whole is all about how everyone and everything is connected. And that kind of message is something that I personally really relate to. I even have a tattoo on my back of the flower of life, which is a symbol of how everything and everyone are all interconnected. Similar to the butterfly effect. You push a little rock down a mountain and it becomes a giant boulder, and it tumbles and tumbles and tumbles, and it's the ripple effect. It's things going outward. So one incident, can have such a lasting impact on so many people around you.
I think Linked is a exciting, dramatic story that I think a lot of people can relate to, a lot of people will enjoy. It is very dark, but I like dark stuff.
I want this film to go as far as it can in terms of if it goes to festivals or beyond having someone buy it. But I just want a lot of people to be exposed to the message that this film has, the storylines and the relationships that people go through in this film. And I believe in the story. I think it's great, and I hope other people share that interest.
I think that this film is going to bring into light all of the different ways that we shape other people's lives. We're not necessarily concerned about what we say and what we do and how that would then affect somebody that we even just meet on the street. But we really need to take into consideration how we treat other people and what our life choices will also affect other people's life choices in the end.
I think Linked is gonna make a fantastic festival piece. It's compelling, it's action-packed, it's a very concise, clear story that has a very powerful message that everyone's connected.
This is definitely the biggest project that I've ever done. I ran a company out on the East Coast, and we did a lot of different projects, but this one's the most realistic, the most relatable. It's the most non-fiction material that I've ever covered, and it's extremely dramatic. And I really want this to inspire people. I want this movie to be accepted in film festivals, to be screened, to get the right people involved, and hopefully it helps not only the cast and the crew, but other people who are struggling with suicide, or struggling with abusive relationships, or drug addiction. I've met a lot of people who struggle with this. I'm included in some of those instances, so I know what it's like. And I want this to help people. I want this to be a beacon for someone to be inspired by. So here's hoping for the best.